This is Chartwell, which was the home of Winston Churchill from the 1920s right up until his death in the 1960s. Beautiful lake in front of me, various geese and waterbirds, and what you can't see is over on the other side is a beautiful black swan. And these other outbuildings here included his studio where he used to come to paint. A lovely location because, as you can see, the house is situated on high ground and has a view over woodlands behind me. There's a slightly better view of the house. That's the rear of the house, obviously. I'll try and get a shot from around the front in a moment. The black swan that I mentioned earlier. Beautiful. It's majestic once they're on the water. It's a sculpture of the great man with his wife Clementine Churchill, positioned here at the end of the lake, which was perhaps a favourite spot. Sir Winston's studio, where he'd do his painting. Pan round so you can see the proximity to the house. You know that Winston Churchill used to try his hand at bricklaying as a means of relaxation, and what you won't be able to see here, this is part of the wall of the kitchen garden. And that plaque in the middle says the greater part of this wall was built between the years 1925 and 1932 by Winston with his own hands. And as I say, it forms part of the kitchen garden of the house, which is quite extensive, as you can see. A walled kitchen garden. There's a better view of the kitchen garden from a terrace at the end. Some beautiful terracotta bell cloches down there. Presumably growing rhubarb, I think, from the look of it. Now, standing on the rear terrace of the house, that's the view out across the grounds. Sir Winston's studio, and there's the kitchen garden that we've just come from. Probably doesn't show up very clearly, but that's the view that Sir Winston would have had from his house out across the Weald of Kent. You can see for miles and miles and miles. But it's quite an overcast day today. But beautiful. In one of the front gates from the road into the property, leading down the driveway to the front of the house, which, as you can see, is undergoing quite extensive renovation at the moment.